Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Cyprian. Yeah, today I'm going to be talking about a trade recap I took on XAUUSD. Okay, as you can see the chart, based on the previous video I did on weekly projection on XAUUSD, this is my PO high for this week, and I was waiting for price to actually dive into this point of interest, my fair value gap, and expect a shift in market structure according to what I explained on my previous video. If you haven't watched the video, you can check on the playlist and watch a trade recap, market projection on XAUUSD. Okay, so while waiting for price to get to my point of interest, that's my fair value gap zone, I quickly spotted a sell opportunity down to the zone. Okay, so that's what I want to break down. Okay, so without wasting time, let's dive in. So firstly, remember in my last video I talked about the projection of our market on XAUUSD. So I explained how I was able to map out everything, including my analysis using the ICT concept. Okay, because I trade the ICT concept. Now, what I actually spotted, let me recap again like a little bit. What I actually spotted on the daily time frame is an order block. That's my point of interest from the higher time frame perspective. Okay, so this zone you are seeing right here is the order block zone from the higher time frame, and I saw price took out liquidity on the order block, then displaced to the upside, resulting to what? A shift in market structure here. Okay, so I was waiting for price to come down to this fair value gap that's actually occurred as a result of this displacement that resulted to the shift in market structure here. Okay, but it seems like price action is kind of choppy on this particular period. Okay, so further, let me break down the sell trade I actually took on the trade, because I was actually selling it down to my POI. All right, so I discovered another block here, and price corrected the other block, came down to this zone, created an old low here. Okay, so all of a sudden price dived up, grabbing liquidity from this zone, grabbing liquidity and closing below here. Then after the liquidity grab, price displaced downward, creating a fair value gap here. So I saw price coming down to this point to take out this liquidity here. So I was waiting for price. I waited for price to actually come down to tap into this FVG zone. So it was this point I actually took the trade. So remember, I said that when price is in my PO high, what I certainly have to do is I have to drop down to 15 minutes time frame to look for a shift in market structure or a set structure that will enable me take the trade to my required direction. All right, so as price go to my POI, my fair value gap zone, what I did was I dropped down to the 15 minutes time frame. So what I was expecting on the 15 minutes time frame is just a displacement. All right, I was expecting a displacement on the 15 minutes time frame. So this is particular spot. As you can see, the bulls are taking the market aggressively to the upside, and all of a sudden started getting choppy right here, indicating that the bullish strength is decreasing drastically as a result of this fair value gap zone. Yeah, so psychologically, price is actually respecting this particular spot. Okay, I was patiently waiting for it to actually tap into it, then displace to the downside. So price did exactly how I anticipated. So price actually tapped into it, although we couldn't get to the midpoint. That's the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap zone. So maybe in the future I'll be expecting price to come take out this liquidities here and thereby filling this fair value gap further. Okay, anyways, that aside, let's dive in. So I saw price dropped in after retesting this, after filling this FVG, this 4 hours FVG zone. So I saw price displaced to the downside. So I mapped out this fair value gap zone and I waited for price to kind of test the FVG zone. Okay, so as soon as I saw these confirmations in the 50 minutes time frame, price filling the FVG, the 15 minutes fair value gap, and I'm seeing some kind of candlestick rejection on this place. Okay, this is the point I actually took the trade. I actually took the trade right here. This is the point I actually took the trade, and I placed my stop loss above here. I can remember vividly. I placed my stop loss above here. So whenever price gets to your point of interest, all you have to wait for is you have to wait for confirmation, and you have to drop down. For example, you have a 4 hours POI or daily time frame POI. You have to drop down to a lower time frame in order for you to see confirmation entries on the particular POI. You understand? It could be shift in market structure. A lot of traders have different approaches to market and entry confirmations as well. It could be shift in market structure. It could be displacement resulting to the creation of fair value gap, and you wait for price to come tap the fair value gap before you take the trade to your desired direction. Okay, this is not a market you have to be impatient. The market rewards those that are patient. All right, so after waiting for this confirmation, I quickly placed my stop loss above here. I can remember vividly. I placed my stop loss here, and I targeted this low. I targeted this low right here. So I'm currently on floating profit here, but the market is in a choppy phase. Like the market is actually consolidating. All right, you see, market was about to take me out in this place. I was lucky, but because that's why it's not good to place a tight stop loss, because had it been I actually placed a tight stop loss here, market would have taken me out of the market before heading to my exact direction. Okay, so I was waiting for price to come to this low. So this should be my target. This should be my target one. This is going to be my target one. So low, resulting to a break of structure, because remember, I'm anticipating price. I'm expecting price to come to my 4 hours POI. Then from there I will buy. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm selling the market. I'm selling gold to this zone. Currently now I'm actually seeing price giving us some kind of choppy phase. Price is not moving in any specified direction, just creating some series of high, low, you understand? So now I am seeing an order block here, and I'm also anticipating that price might actually tap into that order block. So price might actually tap into this order block here, and boom, to the downside, this point here, then to the resulting towards, then after tapping into the order block, price might dive down, sweeping this liquidity or kind of break of structure, creating a break of structure here, then maybe retrace a bit, then dive into this particular point of interest, then creates a shift in market structure here. Then we enter our entry should be right in this place. That's our confirmation entries. Then we target the upside. Okay, or price might actually do something like this. Price might actually do something like this. You understand? Because if you look at this FVG zone very well, price couldn't get to the midpoint of this FVG zone. So the way I'm seeing it right now, price might actually come take out this liquidity, thereby filling this FVG zone and tapping into this bearish order block, bearish 4 hours order block here. Okay, so that's what I'm actually anticipating. That is what I'm actually anticipating, that price might actually delve into this point, tapping into this order block, this bearish order block, then come down, create a shift in market structure, and to the upside. So this is my projection on XAUUSD for this week. We have already come to the end of this week, although we have tomorrow, that's Friday. Let's see how price action is going to play out. Okay, so if you look at what I actually did here, my mappings here, so I am actually anticipating that price might actually come to this point, grab this liquidity that is in this place, this particular place. I have to draw it down. So price might actually grab this liquidity here. All right, grab this liquidity here, then thereby tapping into this order block as well. So we're going to be having something like a Judas swing here. Okay, filling this FVG properly and tapping into this order block, then displacing to the downside, resulting towards a break of structure here. All right, then we see price coming to fill this breaker block here, to mitigate this breaker block. All right, then dropping down drastically to kind of tap into the higher time frame POI. That's my 4 hours POI. All right, and then create a shift in market structure. Then this is my point of interest here on the 15 minutes time frame. So this is the exact structure I'm expecting, a shift in market structure on the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so this is my projection and actually the trade I took previously on XAUUSD. So guys, thank you very much. Remember, like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, because I promised I will be dropping some educative content on my YouTube channel. All right, God bless you and stay active. Bye.